All right, today we're going to talk about constants, variables, and terms. We're breaking this section apart a little bit so you can understand, reference smaller videos. Hopefully I can keep them short. So anyhow, today a constant is no different than a number, okay? So let me get back here to a pen. A constant is something that never changes. It's consistent. In math, a constant is a number. It's no different than number 7. It could be 1/2. It could be negative 0 and 25 hundredths. Okay, those are all constants. Um, they stay consistent. We know what we have when we have them. Um, they're constant. Opposite of a constant is a variable. A variable is something that changes. Um, your alphabet is what we do. A through Z is what we use. Okay, because in problem number 1, A may be 3. In problem number 10, A may be negative 1/2. In problem number 15, A may be 4/3. It changes, and we have to do that because when we solve for unknowns, we have to use some kind of a code or some kind of an indication that, hey, we're looking for this specific number. Now, be careful in what you use. N is very, very, very popular. X is very popular. When you're watching my videos, please pay attention. My X, my T's, my S, my Z's, some of those look like numbers, look like operators, look like different things. And I won't do a T any place other than math that has that tail to it. Okay, so I'll differentiate what I do. So you kind of got to pay attention to what I am, what I'm saying. You don't see I because I means imaginary, or if you're talking in like a technical setting, I believe it's like ohms or volts, or not volts, but anyhow, it means something different when you're talking about electricity. You never see 0 used, or O, because it looks like 0. And if you see multiples together, you typically see them alphabetical order, A, B, C, or X, Y, Z. Very seldom do you see them A, and then P, and then T. But variable is something that changes. A term is kind of a combination of things. A term is a constant. So 7 by itself is a term. A term is a variable. So X is a term. Or you can get a product of each. Okay, and this means basically a constant and or a variable. All right, so a term could be X. A term could be 7. A term could also be 7x. Now from here, this means to multiply. A product, if you recall, means to multiply. When we butt things that are not alike up, it means to multiply. From right here, things get kind of goofy and they can go all over the place, okay? Because once we're talking a product of each, we're also talking about x squared is a term, because this is x times x. We're also talking 3a times a quantity of, I don't know, a minus 1. And if we go that route, we can also go things like 1/2 x minus 4, 2x minus 3, quantity to the 4th. Now, even though individually, like in the groupings, yes, this is one term and that's another term because they're separated by addition, subtraction. Because it's grouped, it's one thing. Because it's butted up against things, it's one thing. So yes, there's multiple things going on in this particular problem. But because everything's butted all up together or grouped, it is actually just one thing. So you have to understand what we're talking about when we're talking constants, variables, and terms.